Well, good, beautiful day to you, and welcome to Out Walking in the Truth These Days, or also known as Outwitted. I'm RD, and if you're new to the channel, well, we're new to this too. This is episode 4, and today we had a few minutes to share, not as long as normal, just a couple things to talk about, and one of them is that in the state of Georgia, the CDC is going door to door and asking for blood from random selected people to be tested for the virus. The CDC is going door to door. Now, they're only asking, but it's been reported that if they're told no, that illegal search and sieges are happening on the homes, and that the people are then thought of as to have done something wrong, that they don't want to provide the helpful information. Not me. They're not testing my blood. I already know my blood type. It's so negative. I have no chance of even having corona. I've been quarantined other than healthcare and stuff. I ain't worried about it. Ain't gonna do it. I'll get a lawyer. I suggest you do the same. Because they have made the numbers unbelievable. Their information is no longer reliable or trustworthy. We're going to have to check into some future notes. Who's funding the CDC the most? I don't know. I haven't looked. But I'm going to. How dare they? And they're talking about going to other states to do this, where they go door to door and very firmly request your blood and all of your family's blood to be tested for corona. Corona's been around forever. H1N1, basically, I think that's influenza A. You know, flu is something that we deal with every year. We're going to have this around a long time. Doctors in California are asking why there ever was a stay-at-home order when they're seeing 0.03 in fatality rate. Basically, very close to the flu. And it's interesting that they get thousands of dollars. Doctors and clinics get thousands of dollars more. I think it's $13,000 more if the person is marked COVID death on the death cert. That reminds me of like in the wrongfully convicted cases, where the state crime lab gets, somewhere around $8 to $12 more, or paid at all, I should say. They get that money if the person's convicted for the crime that they're testing them for. Whereas if the person's not convicted, they don't get a dime. It's a biased situation. It's a conflict of interest. That's what's wrong with America. That's what's wrong with the world. We have a conflict of interest which builds into a monopoly. And they think they can push us around and do what they want. No, they can't. They have no right to your blood unless you so forth willingly give it. That is your personal being. They're going door to door. How do they know they're not spreading it? Door to door, person to person, as they go. I would just simply tell them, you've been door to door. You've had more contact with people than I ever have. So there's no chance you're coming in my door. You're not testing me. You're not using that stuff. You put me and my family at risk. And if you continue to do this, I will call my lawyer. Right? What else can we do? So like I said, I just wanted to get that out there today because I find that appalling. And we need to stay on the news here and recognize that we have to take action to protect ourselves and our children and our family. Look, the little white flowers are popping up everywhere. Just fields of it. They're everywhere. Look at them all. They're so pretty. I just love them. And I love that, you know, there's this freedom in life to just go about our business, mind our own business. What do you think this all stems from? Besides control of the entire population, I think it stems from what I'm understanding, just an overall bigger picture. It stems from wanting to control us in a way that benefits someone else. It's not just a control issue, but everything seems to be steering us like cattle into the chute where they're gonna, you know, slit our throat and drain our blood, because that's what they do to cows. They consider that humane for them to bleed out. Nowadays, I think they do it different, but that's how they used to do it. I've stood there and watched it at a slaughterhouse as a quality assurance person in a meat packaging plant. It's very heart-wrenching, actually. I didn't do it but a day. Couldn't do it. Had to tell my boss to transfer me somewhere else. Couldn't do it. But yeah, I still eat hamburger, so I'm guilty as anybody else. I just can't watch the brutality because I'm a total coward when it comes to that. But when you think about this, how dare someone come to your home that could be transmitting the virus themselves to demand you to be tested in case you've been exposed? Is this another ploy to give us herd immunity? So they've got us in our homes, and so now they're going to bring the disease to our door? Just say no. Just say no. You know? No, thank you. Legal search and seizure, whatever they do. Get your lawyer. I will. I mean, nobody has that right, you guys. So I thought we would up our vibration today a little bit by heading down to the riverbank, because we can still get there. There's not really any weeds or anything in our way. And so I'll walk you down here, and that's where we can end our video. I do love the fact that you guys get on with me, and more people are doing so for each video. It's building, and more people are waking up. You can Google that information that I provided about the Georgia going door to door, pretty much anywhere. I checked my 3 sources. I got it from Fox News and 2 other sites that I absolutely know to be true and I trust, so I'm sharing it with you. But as I've always said, please do your own research, because that's the best way to understand everything from the way you need to understand it. And what you know determines your belief is your own work. Ooh, get a little, river's really low right now, isn't it? What a beautiful view, though. That green grass is getting lusher and plusher and prettier every day. Thanks for joining me today. And with that, you guys, much love and be well.